Some of you guys may not have heard about this, so I'm going to make a massive announcement to all of you right now. I have finally, after so long, moved out of my shed, and I am now living full-time, rent-free, in Michael Bisping's head. Michael Bisping has been typing little messages in his live chat of his premiere videos on YouTube on the Believe You Me podcast, and he has been trashing me in those messages. So apparently I'm rent-free in Michael Bisping's head. Now maybe Michael Bisping can clarify some of these messages. Maybe it's not even Michael Bisping saying these messages in his chat. Maybe it's someone else who has access to his account. But I'm going to show you in today's video some of those messages because my fans have screenshotted them and I've gone to verify that those messages were actually sent. You can go and check them on the video, on his channel, on Believe You Me. Maybe Bisping can clarify this, or maybe he can continue to be a 12-year-old and trash my name to random people in his live chat on his YouTube channel. Like a 12-year-old. Grow up. We're going to go through some of the messages right now, and we're going to start with this exchange, which I believe started it. Random person in the chat says, the breathing in this question is super annoying. That's what they say. It was a message after someone actually sent in a message to the podcast, and both of them were reacting to the message on the podcast. And it was just someone saying, hey, the breathing in this guy's question is really annoying. And then Michael Bisping's podcast responded by saying, why is he gasping like the guru making a long-distance phone call? Good one. What a great one. He's got me there, guys. Oh, God, that really hurts my feelings. Wow. So he's just randomly responding to people in his chat room with insults about me. Might not be Michael Bisping, but at one point they seem to claim to be Michael Bisping. At other points they claim not to be. Maybe Bisping can clear this up. You know what I mean? Very interesting. Why is he gasping like the guru making a long-distance phone call? Very funny. Hilarious. We move on to another message that was sent to another random person in his live chat that was typing. 4,000 clean calories is a lot of food to eat. Feel like throwing up the entire time. 4,000? That's one bacon sandwich for the guru. Very funny, Michael Bisping. You got me again. Hardy ha ha, you 50-year-old man typing messages about me in a live chat. If this is you, or if it isn't you, it's still pretty sad, isn't it? That's one bacon sandwich for the guru. Ha ha ha. Good one, Bisping. Very funny joke from you. And this beef starts. Maybe I'll tell you why the beef has started. Because I made a video a while ago where I was trashing Bisping's commentary. Okay? And Bisping responded to that video. And it was him that responded to it. You can find it. I was trashing Bisping's commentary, and Bisping responded to that video with a comment that said, ha, you really don't like me, do you? Well, the joke's on you because you'll have to get used to it. I've just signed a new 4-year deal. And he basically had a bit of a comeback aggressively at my video trashing his commentary. So now I'm rent-free in his head. And I will say this, I'm not going to say how I know, but someone, let's just say in the MMA YouTube industry, has evidence that I know of Bisping saying that he absolutely hates me. I'm not going to say who it is. I know for a fact that Bisping hates me and knows who I am. And this is just what's going on in his live chat now. The 50-year-old millionaire. Rent-free in his head. We go to another message from Michael Bisping. One of my fans, Strickland's Burner, who's a very good fan of mine. Hello, Strickland's Burner. You may be in the comment section watching now. I talk to him on Instagram sometimes. He's the person who actually told me about all of this happening. Like, dude, I was typing in a chat and Bisping just started going off on you. And he typed, you get paid to be a yes man. Your opinion means nothing, podcast Mike. I don't know what he's referencing. Maybe he's saying Bisping's paid to be a yes man by the UFC. Your opinion means nothing, podcast Mike. Now he's a podcaster rather than an MMA fighter. And he responds to that random person in chat that's supporting my channel. and was like cheering me on in a channel earlier on, saying MMA Guru Army and stuff like that. He says, Strickland's burner, I know more about MMA than you do, Guru's arsehole. Very funny. From Michael Bisping again. This is all real. You can go and check it on his channel. No idea why he's doing it, but this is what he's spending time on. The 50-year-old with multiple kids that's a millionaire that has a bunch of different businesses. This is what he's spending time on, apparently. So there's that one. Okay. Now, you may be wondering, this isn't Bisping. And maybe it isn't Bisping. But there's something at the end of this that sounds a lot like Bisping, is all I'm going to say. There's also a message. He said, Strickland's burner said, there's another message where he says, this isn't Bisping, it's an intern. So that was after he started getting pushback from the chat room as to why he was trashing my channel in his chat room. But still, we're going to push this one off screen for now. And we're going to move on to another message that Bisping or not Bisping sent. Okay? And we're going to get into this. So here's where it starts. A guy called Sketchy types in chat about MMA Guru. I love the MMA Guru. Supporting the MMA Guru in his chat. And he says, he's got like 60,000 subscribers. He has less subs than pies in his fridge. Alright, Bisping. Another insult there. Just typing away little insults in his chat room. What an absolute cool guy he is. Good jokes, though. I don't mind them. You know what I mean? It's actually pretty creative. Like, at least he's putting effort into it. Rather than, raising his children. The millionaire with multiple businesses. At least this is something that he's putting effort into. Because he clearly ain't doing it for his commentary. Thought he'd be busy fucking commentating Power Slap. Anything for money, eh, Bisping? Forget morals. Oh, what do you want, UFC? I'll do it. Anything for money. We want you to commentate Power Slap. I'm in. I'll do it. And I'll defend it on my podcast. I promise. Fucking Michael Bisping, dude. He's got like 60,000 subscribers. He has less subscribers than pies in his fridge. And then Sketchy responds and says, Michael Bisping podcast, wow. It takes time to build up from nothing. It does. Because I didn't build from having something. I literally came from 0 subs 4.5 years ago. How long it took, believe you me, to hit 100k with Bisping already established name. An established name. Very true. It did take them a while to get 100k subs. And Bisping was already a massive name in the scene with a bunch of help behind him, but he's still trashing me for only having 60,000 subscribers. All good. We move on to another part of this conversation, which leads on to, he's a clout chasing no one. He's been at this for years and has 60k to show for it. Says Michael Bisping. Still trashing on me for my sub count, which is 70,000 at the time of him sending this. And he knew that, but he deducted 10k. All good, though. No hard feelings. He gets more views than most, though. Loyal fan base, and he will easy hit 100k this year. He sucks, says Michael Bisping. Just like your commentary. Very cool. So Bisping's just trashing away. Really cool dude Bisping is. Nicely done. I don't get it anymore, man. I'm just a man in my shed making my YouTube videos. Why am I rent-free in so many people's heads? Why are Mark Goddard and Dan Hardy doing an hour-long podcast about me? Trying to trash my entire name? Like, there's so many MMA YouTube channels. Why am I the one getting pushback? Is it because perhaps I'm an upcoming threat? Could it possibly be because of that? Why is everyone mentioning me? And all hating me? Like, none of them can see the video and go, oh, this guy's actually making some good points. I like this video. Why? Why is it all hatred? Instant hatred, non-stop. That they can't stop trashing me. And making videos and making little subtle remarks and putting out tweets. Is it because I'm a threat to their channels? Their institutionalized channels? Their corporate channels? Funded by the big companies, and I'm individual, and I don't get paid to have my takes, and I have the takes that no one else has, and say the things that need to be said, and you guys just follow along whatever the UFC and ESPN tell you to say. Is that what it is? Who knows? But there he is trashing me there, and there's one more at the end of all of this. As you just saw, he was mentioning that I had 60k subs, and Strickland's Burner, the guy who started this and showed me about all of it, says, Also, it's 70k. And Bisping would have none of it if it wasn't for his UFC career. So he basically cheated the system. And again, you're just his bitch, nothing less. So now he's sending shots back on my behalf. Thank you, Strickland's burner. You brown nose. You know what I mean? That's what you are. Being a little bit of a suck up. Teacher's pet. Let's be real. But thank you for supporting me in Bisping's chat. And then he responds to Strickland's burner and says, in fact, I've done more on YouTube and more in MMA than Doughboy has done times 100,000. Good one. That sounds so much like Bisping, it's not even funny. I've done more on YouTube and more in MMA. Has his intern done stuff in MMA? Because there's another one that I saw saying, I'm not Bisping, I'm just his intern. Later on, when people were questioning him to say, wait, is this actually Bisping trashing the MMA guru in the chat? All of a sudden, it was just the intern. And it wasn't Bisping, it was just a random guy on his account talking. But this one was like an aggressive response to being called out. And he says, I've done more on YouTube and more in MMA than Doughboy has times 100,000. Rent free. So Bisping, is it you sending these messages in your chat? Am I rent free in your head? Because I know for a fact that you don't like me. You've commented on my videos before. I know for a fact you don't like me because I have some people on the inside of this YouTube industry that happen to know that you don't like me. In fact, happen to know that you hate me. So, what's it going to be? You going to clear this whole thing up? Or are you going to continue to, as a 50-year-old man with multiple children and multiple businesses and multiple jobs, working for the UFC, doing the power slap thing, anything for a bit of money, Bisping, no morals over your side? Are you going to just continue to waffle about me and trash me in your chat like a 12-year-old? What's it going to be? We gonna address this? Or are you just going to keep whinging about me? Because I'm coming for you. I know you guys see the sub counts. You must check them. You must see how many subs I'm gaining a month. You must check up on Social Blade the trajectory of my channel compared to the trajectory of some of yours. And maybe realize in about 3 years, 2 years time, if I keep going the way I'm going, maybe I'll be the one trashing your sub count. You must. But we'll see. Maybe you just hate me, all of you in the industry that have been doing this for so long, for no reason. Maybe it's just no reason. Maybe it isn't a bit of fear and jealousy that maybe a new wave of individually ran MMA content creation is coming on YouTube, and your way of being paid by UFC and ESPN to push out any narrative they want is dying a little bit because people can see right through it. Let me know. See you later. Goodbye. Thank you, Strickland's burner, pointing this all out to me. Got me a good bit of content here. Appreciate you, man. See ya.